Greetings, zodiac sign Sagittarius, Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Rising, and Sagittarius Moon. Welcome to your Akashic Records reading for one by Ama Lightworker. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. When you subscribe, please remember to turn on the notification bell. This way you are going to be notified every time that I upload a video and every time that I do a live stream. Please remember to ask me any questions that you like about 5 weeks abundance program. And this program is channeled through the Akashic Records, teaching you about how to generate more money, more wealth, and more prosperity in your life. If you'd like to know more, I have done a whole new reading for your sign and for each sign of the zodiac. And for those of you who are interested for download and purchase, the link for the Vimeo videos is posted down here below in the show more description box. For a personal reading, because these are general readings, and for those of you who would like to have a personal reading with me, please email me at amalightworker@gmail.com or visit the website www.amalightworker.com. And now, Sagittarius, let's move forward with this reading for you for one. It's very important that you learn to let go of unnecessary worry. For many of you, I'm getting a sense that you have a tendency to overly worry about little details and little things, or it could be little things that will have a tendency to irritate you or to piss you off. In the larger scheme of things, everything will be working at the end. Everything will be resolved at the end, and you are going to be able to figure out a lot of details and to gain the clarity that you need. For many of you, finances are going to be of the most importance. You are going to analyze your finances. You are going to be dealing with important banks and important financial transactions. Many of you are going to have to go over any shared finances. You are also maybe there's going to be a need for some of you to also go over other shared resources, like a home you share together with someone, a project you work on with someone, a family situation that is between you and other family members. So any kind of resources that is shared between you and other people, including any children that you have with another person. Many of you are going to be able to finalize a legal document during this time. Maybe there was some information that you had no idea you needed to know. That information will be coming your way in one form or another. And many of you are going to be able to finalize a divorce situation, provided that you have already started these proceedings. So again, this information about the divorce is not going to make sense to everybody. Okay, it only applies to those of you who are in the midst of a divorce. If you are somebody who was looking into a grant being approved, you'll be finding a loophole, or you'll be finding a different way for you to qualify to get that grant or to get that loan. And for the majority of you, what the Akashic Records are showing me, they're showing me the approval of this grant or the approval of this loan. For many of you, could be about the refinancing of a car, a refinancing of a home, could be about a mortgage, could be about the money that you need for a scientific research. Maybe some of you are looking for a sponsor for a product that you created, or maybe for a service that you created, for some kind of a business that you created. If you are dealing with an investment, if you are thinking of doing an investment, it would be much more wise for you to have all of the information that you need to either start to educate yourself about it or to consult with people who are in the financial field, and maybe to hire a professional to go over everything, particularly if there's going to be an agreement form that you need to sign between you and an institution or between you and another person about this investment. You are going to see it your way, whether it's about a marriage, where it is about a family circumstance, where it is about um, the living environment where you live. You're going to feel pretty stubborn, or you're going to feel very solid about what you feel and what you think about it. And if anyone at this time be trying to change your mind, they are going to have a hard time, because you're going to be feeling a little bit too settled in your own way. If a situation puzzles you and you are not too sure about the results or the end result or the outcome, many of you could be seeking out a second consultation with a different person, a second opinion. You'll be seeking a second opinion from a different doctor, a second opinion from a different financial institution, a second opinion from a different lawyer, or even another opinion from a spiritual mentor that maybe you have, or a spiritual mentor that you'll be hiring during this time. At the end, how you feel at the beginning over and in the first 2 weeks or so over is going to be completely different. How you feel about it, or how generally you feel toward the end over. And I'm shown like a few dates that for some reason, at least karmically or energetically, are going to show up to be important for some of you. I am showing 19th and 21st. So for many of you, maybe these dates are going to have like a specific importance, or they're just important, like you notice and you feel some sort of an energy shifting during this time. For many of you, you're going to feel that it's now time for you to harvest the fruit, the labor, okay, something that you did in the past. Maybe you invested money, maybe you invested your time, your energy, your effort. Now will begin to reward you. The reward won't be coming like big, okay, but I'm getting the sense that you are going to notice a small improvement or a small profit after another small profit. Everything that you have previously hoped for will be coming back to you, but not exactly what you thought that your blessing is going to be, or not exactly what you were hoping for. So how this blessing will show up for you and even surprise you. Everything in your life be either feeling upside down right now. For some of you, you'll be feeling that, okay, now you have to reinvent yourself again. You have to pick up the pieces and start again. But in some ways, you also be choosing to either reinvent yourself, reinvent your work, or reinvent your career, maybe even reinvent your home where you live, remodel of some and you are going to feel that you deserve this. You're going to feel that everything was worth it, because you are receiving the award that maybe you had no idea that you deserved. For many of you, you are getting recognition, more and more recognition. You'll be facing a dilemma, because for some of you, there could be that some kind of a blessing offered to you in the form of a new job opportunity or a new job offer. And now you have to think, do you take it? Do you not take it? Like, what do you do? I am also shown of you Sagittarians doing very well in a performance, in a competition, anywhere where you have to showcase your talent. It could be about a video that you present right now, a series of videos, some artwork that you present right now, could be a presentation, could be a job interview that be going very well. So anything where you are in a position where you have to present an idea or presentation, when you have to share some information with others, you'll be doing so on YouTube with videos. So anywhere where you are presenting information to others, when you are showcasing your talents, your skill and your abilities, will be going very well. But I am also shown that for some of you, sometimes you press the wrong button, okay, and you discover something because of a little accident. You press the wrong button. It could be that you press the wrong button and something gets deleted, or you have to restart and redo certain stuff again. But anywhere where maybe there's a little mistake, you press the wrong button, or unintentionally, I'm talking about, or things of that nature, when you unintentionally, stop or start something, or you press the wrong thing, or instead of turning right, you turn left. There could be a reason for that. I'm not getting the sense that this is completely because you are clumsy. I'm getting the sense that there are powerful forces that somehow are going to come to play to kind of redirect you to where you need to be. Okay? Maybe you discover a new way of going to and from somewhere, and it is meant for you to drive in that way now instead of, the usual route that you take. Maybe you discover a coffee place. Maybe you discover something in that area. And it's very important, Sagittarius, that at this time, you also look for answers deeply within yourself. What you end up deciding right now about your life, about your job, about anything will have a deep impact on you. And anything that you decide right now about a relationship, you decide like, this is how I feel right now and I don't know how to resolve my own feelings. Give it a few more weeks, give it a little bit more time, because again, how you feel at the beginning of the month is going to be very different by how you're going to feel at the end of the month. So maybe toward the end of the month, that bigger things are going to happen in your life. Maybe that big shift or that big breakthrough happens, and maybe that sense of luck begins to take place, and things be addressed better, resolved better, and be completed in a successful way toward the end of the month. However, throughout it all, you'll be feeling very insecure. You'll be dealing with uncertainties. You'll be dealing with unknown factors and unknown elements. The Akashic records are also showing to me Sagittarians that are going to rediscover a passion. This could be an old passion that you rediscover again, an old hobby. For some of you, this could be an old acquaintance or some kind of an interrupted romance situation that for different reasons, maybe due to the pandemic or so, was postponed, or it came to a stop or a halt. Now it feels like there's going to be something to it, some sort of a continuation or picking up where you left off. For other Sagittarians, it could be that you discover a new passion, you discover a new hobby. And I'm also shown how for some of you, you rediscover yourself through a new relationship. It could be the case that for some of you, you feel very, very deeply drawn to another person, either romantically, sexually, or both, or even in a spiritual way. And it could be that that's going to bring to memory, that feelings of love, feelings of passion, that feeling when you feel deeply connected to another person. And that may end up shifting your philosophy, that end up shifting your plans, or it end up shifting you in a better place emotionally. So for some of you who have been very afraid of falling in love, or maybe you have been very afraid of opening up to another person, you surprisingly find yourself very easily opening up to another person, or very easily being drawn and maybe even falling in love with another person. It is now time for many of you to close old wounds. For those of you who have been grieving, for those of you who have been grieving the loss of a loved one, or the loss of a relationship, or the loss of a marriage, October is going to help you. You're going to find the strength within you to heal your broken heart and to make amends with your own self. I'm also shown that for some of you to get financial rewards is going to be very easy. Excuse me. I'm sure that, excuse me about that. I'm sure that for some of you it's going to be very easy compared to before. It's going to be very easy for you to have access to financial rewards. Financial rewards be shown to you through a bonus, through benefits, through some kind of an insurance that now gets approved, or it goes through loans, through a GoFundMe campaign. I mean, you even shown that one for some of you, like a GoFundMe campaign. Reward be showing up for you in terms of people that are going to show up to lighten the way for you, to support you during this time, and to have fun with. If you are somebody who has a platform on social media, like a YouTube or Vimeo channel, maybe you are on Twitter, maybe you are on Snapchat, or maybe you have a Facebook page and you're looking to get more followers, you are easily going to have more followers. And if there is anything that maybe you are monetizing, or maybe it was for a limited number of people, now you are going to make that available to a larger number of people. You offer discounts, you make something available for free for a short time. That's going to boost your finances. But one thing is for sure, whether you are on social media or not, and maybe you tend to be a very private person, people are going to feel very, very drawn to you. I'm also shown some of you Sagittarians that are working on a novel. Some of you are working or writing a book. Some of you are working specifically on a mystery kind of novel. You'll be finding that element that was missing. You're going to find something that you're going to incorporate in this book that is going to elevate and upgrade the meaning of it, and you are going to feel deeply connected to it. So if you need to finish up a process in connection to this book, whether completing the book or maybe finishing the illustrations or finishing the editing process, whatever, because different people be at different points of the book development, all of these are going to go very well. If you are somebody who wants to start some kind of a legal proceedings, a court case, a lawsuit, you want to be very careful about the timing of everything. And I'm getting that for most of you, the best timing would be toward the end of it rather than the beginning of it. But if these things are already happening, they're out of your control. You have to do what you have to do. And I'm also shown some of you having to take tests. This could be you take a course or a class and there's a test. For other ones, it's going to be like some kind of a hands-on test when you take a course and now you have to demonstrate it by doing it. So it could be some kind of a hands-on situation. And you are also going to approach everything from a more practical point of view. What is practical for me to do right now? Okay, so that is the best way for you to navigate through October. So always look at what is the best for you to do right now, what is the most practical. So it's very important that you look at what is the next step for me to do right now, rather than having to look at the big picture. Don't worry about 1 or 2 steps away from now, 1 or 2 months away from now. Worry about what can I do today, what am I doing tomorrow, and that's going to be easier for you, and it's the best way for you to benefit from this upgrading energy of it. Because for many of us, there is some kind of an energetic shift upgrade that be happening. And so for you to benefit from this energy of feeling blessed or feeling lack, because when you start to think about the day after tomorrow, it's way too much in the future. So your goodness never catches up with you, because in your mind you are already, too much focus into the day after tomorrow instead of being right here, right now. So deal with the things one at a time as you go. I hope that this is making sense to you. Yes, of course, I made a whole new reading for you and for other signs. And for those of you who are interested for download and purchase, the link for that is posted down here below in the show more description box. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, please email me at amalightworker@gmail.com. Or if you'd like to know more about 5-part abundance program, again, email me at amalightworker.com. Feel free to visit the website www.amalightworker.com. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you very much, and I will reconnect with you in the next video. Bye for now.